hormone replacement, I want to be really clear, doesn't equal hormone balance. You guys have seen this. There have been people coming into our program who are on hormones, and we do actually their testing, and their patterns are more jacked up.
The endocrinologist was just saying, here, take the Synthroid. Everything else that you're experiencing and you're describing is just coincidental or doesn't have anything to do with Hashis.
What do you call that now?
Lies.
I call that bullshit.
And I think
excuse my French.
it is so frustrating too, because I think we all go to physicians desperately hoping that they're going to be able to hear what we're saying and provide the assistance that we're looking for, and to get told repeatedly, this is all in your head, this doesn't have anything to do with it, you're fine, your labs look normal, is really distressing.
I personally, as a doctor, felt talked down to by my gynecologists and endocrinologists when I was first struggling with this. And I didn't know better. And the truth is, they didn't know better. And until you guys know, I went into early menopause at the age of 36, and I am 52 right now. Okay. So this was 18, 19, 20 years ago, something like that. But really, I knew from my own training that I knew nothing about hormones. And then when I went to my colleagues that I thought were the hormone experts to get help, I got no help. I kind of got talked down to. I was told at 36, oh, Maggie, you're just getting older. And I'm like, I'm 36, I'm not 86, dude. So this is really a big hole, I think, in the treatment of autoimmunity is proper education of doctors to even know the right test to do. Number two is they don't know these patterns even if they test it, right? And then I think the third is as the lay public, you're the blind being led by the blind. There is no way to educate yourself on this. Let me ask both of you, what did you learn about your hormones that you felt was pivotal?
I know that with the Hashis, that the levels that the doctor was saying were just fine.
Sorry, I'm geeking out now. Everyone comes to my program saying, I was told my hormones were normal. That's like the biggest eye roll line I've ever heard. I haven't seen one normal result yet, but I've been told it hundreds of times every month.
What I learned is that they weren't even testing the right things.
Booyah.
And that TSH isn't all that. And that wasn't even the thing to be looking at. And so it's like chasing the wrong number.
Not that alone, and you certainly don't want to chase that number. So there's a lot of other labs, even with the thyroid, to test. But in hormones, they weren't even, a lot of people don't even get, first of all, you got to beg. And then when you beg, they're not even checking the right time, or they may not be running the right test. Or even if you get it, you're told it's normal, which was all that happened to me. Okay. So that's what you learned, was that there's many different kind of labs and that there are patterns that you learn to understand.
Absolutely.
What are you, Charlotte? Was there one big aha with your hormones that you thought was impactful?
When I seen the general practitioner, of course, he says, Charlotte, you're almost 50. You're just getting old. And I complained because, of course, I had all these symptoms, and he just blew them off as me being menopausal and old. I says, I'm not menopausal. I've lost my uterus. He wasn't even in touch with who I was.
One of the questions I always get asked on hormones was, I haven't had my uterus move. Does hormones matter anymore? Or somebody else says, I'm in menopause, so my hormones don't matter anymore. That's another lie, another piece of, I'll say BS so I don't offend somebody. In fact, when you are postmenopausal, if you had a hysterectomy or even your ovaries removed, your hormones are even worse off balance because you've lost one of the organs that is used to balance hormones. So you need trusting and hormone balance even more. It matters even more, right?
Yeah.
And you've had your uterus removed. Didn't that solve all your hormone problems, Charlotte?
Oh, yeah, right. Hot flashes still every day.
But you don't have a uterus. You're done. You're out of my office. I'm the surgeon.
Yeah. And now I'm going to charge you all of these hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you don't answer any of my questions.
Well, and so just for our audience here, I don't want to have it be a bitch session about doctors, because I am one of them. And I did say these exact same words to people because I didn't know better. And I meant well. But sometimes it takes until I got sick, I wasn't humbled, and I didn't go seek out my own education on it. Okay. And not everyone has a medical degree and then go get all this functional medicine training to understand it. All right. So I have the advantage of that in my background. But I think that couple things, what are the solutions to hormonal related hair losses? I do think that working with someone who's really an expert in hormone balancing is really important. And here's another myth, just because you go and see a hormone expert, most of them are actually experts in hormone replacement therapy, especially with things like pellets and stuff. And hormone replacement, I want to be really clear, doesn't equal hormone balance. And you guys have seen this. There have been people coming into our program who are on hormones, and we do actually their testing, and their patterns are more jacked up sometimes than people who aren't taking hormones. And we're having to undo what some of these hormones have done to actually jack their balance on things. So I do think that what is a hormone balancing expert for me? Like, how do we do it? We have in our main program, Transform Autoimmune, we have several weeks in our program that's specifically linked to educating people specifically about their thyroid, about their ovarian hormones, and about their adrenal hormones. And that's crucial, right? We also have a separate program called My Hormone Masterclass. If all you want to do is work on your hormones, and that's the biggest chunk you want to do, My Hormone Masterclass is our program where we have proper testing, video modules to train you on all these things I'm talking about, and a consultation, one consultation with me, yours truly. So if you're interested in My Hormone Masterclass, we are going to put a link in the comment section so you can learn more. A lot of people started out with My Hormone Masterclass and then later decided to join our main program as well to get all the other pieces as well. But hormones is a great place to start.